You guys welcome back John Batdorf and Alan Hurd.
Hey!
Hey!
So did you turn my guitar back on, Randy? Well, I guess I'm starting this time, according to the boss over there.
Thank goodness.
Ain't Bayou, so you get to close the show.
Oh no.
So I can do one of those old long hippie songs. You can do one of yours, we can call it a night. What do you think?
I think that's pretty cool.
So I'm going to start with a song that ended up being the first song. When I did the Soundtracks Recovery record, it's kind of hard to, it's a different perspective putting together a record like that. And so I thought, what song do you play first? I mean, how do you, because the last thing you want to do is make someone who hears the record for the first time and wants to go get high or wants to go have a drink. We didn't want that to be. We wanted to do just the opposite of that. The idea with the record was to make a record that someone could have something when they couldn't talk to their sponsor or had to get through a rough moment, maybe a song, because it's happened to me before. There are songs that have really helped me get through moments. So anyway, I thought, what do I start this record about? And when I started thinking about the fact that music has been such an unbelievable thing and a great gift that I've received and been able to make an incredible life for me and my family just because of music. And that's kind of what the album was about, was the power of music. So I woke up in the morning and I had this idea. I said, this song should be about me. This song should be about what music means to me, because if you're singing an album about the power of music, then you have to let the people know that you're singing for yourself and just as much as them. So, and one of the lines in the song I love is because songwriters are very weird people. They, we get these weird inspirations at any time, and if you don't take that inspiration and turn it into a song, then you're just robbing your gift. And because if you don't get the song, somebody else is going to get it. So my friend Michael and I believe that the songwriters don't own the songs. We just get to hear them first. So this is called Ain't Dead Yet. I play guitar, I like that best. I'm not a star, oh, but I've been blessed. I sing real high, that pays the rent. Some days I wonder why am I this guy, and what is all this meant? I share these tunes straight from the heart, and pretty soon you'll know your part in the refrain or in the verse. These aren't just my songs, I'm passing them along because I heard them first. So when your soul needs fixing and your life's a contradiction and you're burning down like a cigarette, I've got songs for addiction or any old affliction, some tunes to help you with your regrets. What to remember, what to forget, 'cause you ain't dead yet. You ain't dead yet. I think I'm here for something more. It's not to steer the ship to shore or rescue those who'd rather leave. 'Cause I'm just part of you, I'm in this boat with you, 'cause I've always believed that when your soul needs fixing fiction, and your life's a contradiction, and you're burning down like a cigarette. I've got songs for addiction or any old affliction, some tunes to help you with your regrets. What to remember, what to forget, 'cause you ain't dead yet. And maybe you're wondering if this could really help. Remember, I'm singing for you and for myself. 'Cause when my soul needs fixing and my life's a contradiction and I'm burning down like a cigarette, I've got songs for addiction or any old affliction, some tunes to help me with my regrets. What to remember, what to forget. So if you get that feeling when you hear me singing, we're not strangers but friends that haven't met. Well, it's the same back at ya. I hope I'm gonna catch ya humming along throughout my set. This is my intro to what you get, 'cause you ain't dead yet. No, you ain't dead yet. No, you ain't dead yet. No, you ain't dead yet. Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thanks a lot. Whoa!
Okay.
That's a long way up the deck.
I was just thinking maybe I could sing it that high. Not easy. Speaking of songs, you're right, you have to take advantage of it when you get it.
Yep.
Make it work. Now,
True.
not all of them work.
True.
We get tidbits and try to play with it and then work it, build on it, and then you go, put it away. That's aggravating when you really need some songs, especially if you're working on an album and need something done pretty quick. But speed working isn't always perfect in a songwriter's eyes. It takes a while to put your feeling into it because you want to perform it as good as you do write it.
But you hate when you're writing a song, you think it's really good, and you get to that point where you go, it's not happening.
Yeah.
That's a bad
And I've
feeling.
had that lately. And I had 3 songs I wrote probably this in the last 8 months, and which is not very many for me because I usually write a bunch, and I don't like any of them, pretty much. Like, well, I wasted all that time,
But you had fun doing it, though,
I
right?
did. It was like that building format thing that I've got that I've always done. It's still there.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't the right time.
Yeah, I know the feeling. We've all
But
been
I
there.
wrote some of my best songs driving down the highway or one-liners in the shower and go, oh, that's a good hook.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully when you dry off, you can still remember it, And
Yep.
I've had so many, I bet 4 or 5 troopers in the stretch of San Antonio, Austin, Round Rock, Sherman, Denison.
If you'd slow down, you wouldn't need it.
Stop it. Shut up. Anyway, I've had to pull over in order to get that hook wrote down. Nowadays, you can take your phone, which you shouldn't do, it's dangerous. Take your phone, record that, and come back to it later. And you'll have even the melody in your head, which is a lifesaver.
Because it'll change.
Yeah.
If you don't record it right then,
It will
you go to
change.
sleep the next morning, you go, I think it went like this.
And it does it on purpose. It's like, I'm going to get you. I mean, you did.
That is true.
Anyway, so I had been with Lydia for, I don't know, a few months. And I've never wrote a song for somebody. I've wrote songs about plenty of people. Long-haired, sleeveless people,
With no shoes.
Yeah. So, and so this one morning I got up early, couldn't sleep, woke up before Fufanaka here, and showered and did things. I was in the bathroom and I come up with it and I was like, whoa, it's one of them deals,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even finish what I was doing in the bath. I went straight to the kitchen, sat down at the table, and she got up to make coffee. She said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm writing you a song." She said, "Me?" I said, "Yeah." And I knew it just flowed. I just kept on working. I probably worked, 4 or 5 hours on it and just kept going, or more. 3 hours. Wow. Well, and then I played it for her, and she said, "Yeah." Usually she'll say no. Especially when you dedicate it to her on the first night, and it goes, "I don't know what to do with somebody like you," or something.
I won't wait around.
For somebody like you. Wow, I didn't think about that. Anyway, this is called Her Song, and wrote it for you. Anyway, I'll dedicate this to Lydia so that I can stay alive for another day. It's called You're There to Hold Me. Seems like a lifetime I've been looking for someone to love. Now I know that it's been you that I'm dreaming of. Just to walk through this old world hand in hand, and to know whatever I do, I'll be with you. Now you're there to hold me, I'm never lonely. When the world comes crashing in, and it feels just like I'm losing this game, you're there to hold me. 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 Being with you makes life so much more easy. Not so hard to get from day to day. Now I'm stronger in will and my mind won't go astray, knowing you won't be there by my side. Now I'm never alone, you're there to hold me. When the world comes crashing in, and it feels just like I'm losing this game, you're there to hold me. 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 Was that okay?
That's wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. She's very critical. We'll get in the car in a minute. She said, "You screwed up my song."
It's funny, my wife is the second one to hear all my songs. sometimes I say, no, you need to hear it again. Yeah, just sit over here.
One more time. Hear it from a different angle.
Yeah. And, there's been times I said, you're completely right, but on this one, but the other one, you're completely wrong on that. This is really a great song.
Wow.
Because I remember when I wrote Don't Tell Me Goodbye, which is, I loved it when I wrote it. She comes in and she goes, I just say don't tell me goodbye too much. I go, well, that's the hook. We're supposed to write stuff people remember.
Right.
And he remembered it because you just said,
Yeah.
all you say is don't tell me goodbye. It became one of her favorites.
Oh, wow.
Man,
They do when they know that they were wrong. They love it.
well, that's not how I interpreted it, but
That's right.
well, this is one of those love songs that,
Runs them off.
no,
Oh, okay.
it just talks about, because the line that my friend Michael uses, that falling in love is the easy part, staying in love is the hard part.
Does he own a boat?
He does not.
He never rose to shore?
He did not. But he goes in my boat.
Oh,
But we
well,
don't row. We have a
Oh, you have a motor.
60 horse, yeah.
Yeah, well, Michael and that I know rows his boat to shore.
Hallelujah.
Whatever. All right. You guys are having way too much fun. This is called Will I Love You Forever. We were the story an audience loves. Violins played when we kissed. We fit the casting of love everlasting. So how has it come down to this? I thought the words we exchanged with the rings honestly came from the heart. So how could you do it? You certainly knew it would threaten to tear us apart. Will I love you forever? It's a promise I made that will not be betrayed. Though I'll love you forever, it's so hard today. Everyone told me there'd come a time I'd come to question the vow. But I can't forget it, and I don't regret it. But that awkward moment is now. Will I love you forever? It's a promise I made and will not be betrayed. Though I'll love you forever, it's so hard today. How long does it take when someone's heart breaks to end? What sign will I see so my love can be like it was again? We were the story an audience loves. The ending's still in our control. And though the crowd's crying, I vow to keep trying long after the end credits roll. Will I love you forever? It's a promise I made and will not be betrayed. Though I'll love you forever, it's so hard today. Yes, I'll love you forever. It's a promise I made and will not be betrayed. Though I'll love you Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Very nice. I like it.
Thank you.
John is one of those people that you could just listen to him all day long and it never gets old. You know, just love that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
So are you.
the pot lady speaking. You hear her? We love you anyway. But thank you. No, I just love that the way it sounds. You know, I've always liked Don Henley's voice. You know, and some people say, "Oh, I can't," but it has that raspy feel to it.
Fury.
But the melodies are really good, and
Oh, thanks.
The-
That's
the-
usually the idea.
the choice of the lyrics.
Thanks.
Love the lyrics.
Thanks.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. I
You
mean,
can. You do. You do.
yeah, well, I like his style. I've listened to people like him quite a bit, and I'm like, ooh, I like the way they run their words together. You know, some people are like, well, that's tongue tying. I've had people through the years hand me a full letter, like a full page. This is a song I wrote. Would you please look at it? You know,
Right.
and there's no way you could fit all that
No,
in a
no,
song.
it's
If you're Randy Treadway, you do, or John Batdorf.
Yeah, I know.
Or a rapper you could do. it.
Yeah, yeah,
Wordy.
yeah. But I just like the way that.
Oh,
And
thanks.
so you and Michael, I guess, put all these together
We
pretty
do,
much.
yeah, and we never quit until we think this may not be the best song in the world, but I think it's as good as it can be.
How many songs have you written by yourself?
Oh God,
A lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
lots. Man. I love writing by myself, but I also love writing with a co-writer because you'll go someplace different.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know, that's what's cool.
And even if you don't see eye to eye, you still got some good.
Well, that's why you got to respect the person
Yeah.
because you know sometimes they have bad ideas,
Mhm.
like we all do. But sometimes they'll give you that. You know, you write a lyric and you think this is great, and they'll say, "What if we said this?" You go, "Yeah." I was going to tell you that just a second ago, but
And I'm glad I thought of that. Always happens, you know.
can you read my mind? That's incredible, man. I was just going to tell you that. But that's what's cool, man. It's because I would have never thought of that. Sometimes I wake up in the morning or I'm in the middle of the night going, oh, shit, I got to change this line. This is a better line.
Mhm.
But it's great when you're in the room and someone else just, you know, is really, really good. And it's just like, it's that light bulb moment. You go, God, just thanks.
I had a lady come up to me once and invite me to go to a song critique,
No, that's a terrible.
and I said I'll never do
No,
it.
that's terrible.
And she said, William, why? I said, because I could critique it quite a few
Yeah,
times
yes.
before it ever gets to the public. I wrote a song I'll play at the end of my set tonight, and I did it to be sarcastic. Appalachian Lover is the name of it. And I wrote another song that was, to me, the hit song. And as a producer, you know, Willie Nelson's producer, Paul Osborne, said, you've only got 14 songs, Alan. I mean, you need at least 15 to make it look worthy. And I said, I don't have one. So he made me mad. So I went in the break room and I just wrote it to be sarcastic. It was the hit.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's like, here, come here, I want to slap you, you know?
Yeah,
And that's what
right.
happened. So yeah, I can understand that. But see, I did that to myself. And so if I had a co-writer, it'd be harder. I've never had a co-writer.
Oh, it's great.
I've never done it.
I only started when I was, because I wrote all the Batdorf and Rodney stuff and all the Silver stuff, but when I was a staff songwriter for a company, and this guy, Charles Koppelman, entertainment company, and he said, we want to match up with this girl, Sue Sarah, and I go, God, I don't want to write with someone. But it was great. I mean, it was, because they made me do it.
Right.
And we had America's single in 1981 called "You Could Have Been the One," and which is a funny story. I mean, you know, the business is just nuts.
Oh,
There is no
yeah.
roadmap.
No.
There's one you think might be there.
Right.
My manager, I cut a demo of this song. "You Could Have Been the One." We thought it was a hit,
Oh.
and two people recorded it: England Dan, and then America did it. Neither one of them were hits, unfortunately, but the way that I got that song covered, my manager was meeting with a record company, right? And we're playing "You Could Have Been the One," and someone knocks on the door. They go, hey, this is Matt McCulley. You know, we're looking for Songs for America. Is this song available? He was in the other office, and they heard it through the wall.
Eavesdropping.
Go figure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How do you ever? I mean, you couldn't write that down. I was like, hey, let's play it really loud so the guy next door.
And
I kept trying that. Didn't work after that.
I myself am a BMI writer as well, and BMI has always sent me. I've been part of the Grammy camps before, and just recently, I guess, what was it, last year, I submit to the Grammys every year, being a Recording Academy artist.
Right.
But last year they asked me to be a judge. And I said no, because if you judge, you can't submit. I said, no, I'm not going to do it, because I want to submit. I'm selfish. Well, then someone in the upper echelon of the music writing world told me, if you don't do it, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because they'll never ask you to do it again. So I did it. Well, the very first day they started sending me stuff. It was grunge music from the underground. Satanic stuff, you know. I'm like, oh. And Lydia, I let her listen to it, and she's like, what in the hell is that? I said, exactly. Exactly. Sorry, Connor. Don't try this at home. He's like, Daddy, he said hell a lot tonight. Pray for me, son. Like, yeah. So anyway, yeah, so they've asked me many times, BMI says, hey, would you like to hook up with somebody? Because I've got a project coming in, and we really need you, like Ronnie McDowell or something. I'm like, why? I've never written with anyone else. It was just a little thing I've always done. Randy's tried to kill me many times because of that, because he's had so many great ideas. And he had even better ideas by saying, hey, I've written some songs. Would you sing one of mine? And I said, yes. And I'd be honored to, because he's sharing his creativity with me, and I'm going to show him my talent by him sharing his talent with me too. So I think coming together with us songwriters and getting to talk and do things, I think it really helps a lot, especially when there's people who aren't songwriters that get to hear how we work and how we think. So.
And who appreciate it.
Yes. See, the pot lady spoke again. I have a fan. I'm sorry, but mine are very eclectic.
They must be from Oregon.
I know it.
Hey, will you do 2 nights?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I'll do tonight.
Oh, okay.
And I'll only charge you for one.
Oh.
Let me tell you what Lydia does with CDs. She's a thief. I'm sorry. I love her, but she sells things like a crook. I'll give you 1 for 20 or 2 for 40. It's a sale. Don't you? And I'm sitting there like, really? These people are spending their whole paychecks on a CD. Yeah. Oh, but anyway, you gotta love her. And I'll see what I can do with that. Yeah, I'll work that up. I will. I'll try to work that up. I'm gonna do one now that's called chocolate cake. And if you're out there tonight, you'll be knowing what we're talking about. I'm going to dedicate this song to a friend of mine named James Nitsky, who I know has to be watching us on his boat tonight as he floats through Granbury. Who wanted to be here so badly, and so I just thought, well, you know, I've got to sing him a song. So, and I always dedicate this song to him. Please don't think I'm weird. Just know it. Your eyes, they tell me I've done something wrong. That's your way of letting me know you're almost gone. And no matter what I do to try and clear my name, honey, you're always looking hard to find out who's to blame. So who's to blame? That's what we're looking for. Who's to blame? When when someone walks out the door. It's never enough just living in a world with a battered name. But honey, you're always looking hard to find out who's to blame. Your eyes, they tell me I've done something wrong. That's your way of letting me know you're almost gone. And no matter what I do to try and clear my name, honey, you're always looking hard to find out who's to blame. So who's to blame? That's what we're looking for. Who's to blame when someone walks out the door? It's never enough just living in a world with a better name. 'Cause honey, you're always looking hard to find out who's to blame. 'Cause honey, you're always looking hard to find out who's to blame. Thank you.
Yes, well,
It's a great song.
Oxygen, oxygen.
we have definitely let out a lot of hot air tonight. It's only so much inside per day, I think.
I think so. That's why I stay lightheaded. I'm a dizzy blonde, but I'm really not.
You know, I played at this Copper Mountain Festival 2 years ago, Copper Mountain Ski Resort in Colorado, with American Richie Furay, and it's really great for me to play with these guys, and get to go up with American and sing la 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 la. Yeah,
I know.
which
Wow,
is
I'd
really
love to
cool.
hear that. It's got to be fun.
It was really fun, but I got there 2 days early, or one day before the
You wanted to
gig.
go skiing, didn't you?
No, there was no snow.
You wanted to play on the tubes.
But I get up there and I started feeling really shitty. I was like, oh, sorry, pardon me. I thought, God, felt like I was getting sick.
Connor,
Sorry.
close your ears.
So I said, I just need to get to sleep. You know, I've been traveling all day, and I woke up not breathing well. I thought, gosh, is this like, you know,
That's
Fred
it.
Sanford? Is this the big one, Lamama? Big one? I don't know what's the big one. So I mean, I slept terrible. I went, there's a Starbucks there, and next day I go, he goes, how you doing, man? I go, well, now that you asked, I feel really terrible. I don't know what's going on. He goes,
Shitty.
so I learned my lesson. He goes, well, you know, we're at 12,500 feet here.
Oh,
And I
so
said,
you had gas.
I didn't know that. So I was worried about singing because breathing was difficult. I thought, well, you know, it's part of singing is
Yeah.
breathing. So I go on stage. They have an oxygen machine there, which is pretty amazing. So it's just
Well,
another.
the elevation's different. Yeah.
Yes.
That would make a
I had no
difference.
idea it'd be like that. 'Cause I live in the mountains, but not at 12,000 feet. That was the hot air thing kind of triggered that story about the. It's getting late.
Oh no, you're delirious.
I'm very close. So I'm gonna do a song that was on my last album, and you know, I was a big Twilight Zone fan when I was a kid, and
Randy was on it.
he might have been.
Still is.
Was he the guy on the wing? Was he the guy on the wing when William Shatner was looking out the
Yeah.
airplane?
Picture this.
That's well cast. That's well cast. So I just released this album called Beep Beep, and when we got to Oregon, I had 1,500 CDs on my porch with all my furniture that came up from California. And the last thing I wanted to do was make another record, but the place we moved to, because there was an episode called Willoughby. It was on the Twilight Zone. It was about this guy who's in this really high pressure gig, and he goes on this train and ends up in this beautiful place. And that made such an impact on me when I was a kid watching that show. I thought, well, this is really cool. The guy got to escape to this great place. And my wife and I had been looking around in Oregon, and we found this place called Eagle Crest. And we're driving down the road, and we see all these kids playing and people on bikes. And I looked at her and I said, this is friggin' Willoughby. We found our Willoughby. And I thought, well, there's a song there. So all of a sudden I started writing all these songs. I think it had a lot to do with where I was living and just inspired by the whole beauty of the place. So I made this album, which I had never planned to do. I did that last year, too. So this is one of the songs on the record. And I always wanted to make a record where I played and sang everything on the record. And I engineered and mixed it. And it's really a lot of fun because I remember when I was young, I remember the McCartney record that came out. We had a little baby in the black coat, and he played everything on the record. I said, I want to do something like that. So I did. So this is one of the songs that made the record. It's called, I have no idea, it's late. You were the reason why. I was the one who doubted everything, most of all doubted myself. I was the one who always avoided things, most of all asking for help. I was the one who lost all faith in the future 'cause I wasn't sure. I was the one who found believing in you was the cure. And I was the one who woke up each morning so happy I'd cry that I left the darkness behind me and you were the reason why. Oh yeah. I was the one who picked apart everyone. All I could see were the flaws. I was the one you picked to turn around, and oh, what a good turn that was. And I was the one who woke up each morning so happy I'd cry that I left the darkness behind me and you were the reason why. And now I realize what I found in your eyes could change my life forever. Oh, my surprise. Oh, I was the one who knew it couldn't last. That's how I protected my heart. I was the one who didn't know how fast perfection could be torn apart. And I was the one who woke up each morning so happy I'd cry that I left the darkness behind me and you were the reason why. And I was the one who woke up each morning so happy I'd cry. And I never told you that I was the one who shined like the sun. Whatever I was, I'm better because, and you are the reason why. Oh yeah. Thank you. High singing.
I
Whoa.
know, doesn't it hurt?
Not yet.
Yeah. Good Lord.
All the time. I'm always changing different tunings. My guitar tech couldn't come tonight, so
Neither can I.
he went out with the Eagles instead.
Lord have mercy.
Did they sing? Please.
Is it close to last call yet? Is it?
And just real quick, Alan, too, I wanted to remind everybody that 3 weeks from tonight, we will have Crystal Yates and Will Yates here with Bittersweet Highway. And it's going to be two husband and wife teams. They're awesome. So, and I think you remember her from the wedding, don't you, Alan?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the wedding. The white wedding. You
Some
ma-
people just had to watch it. Some people got invited.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I got invited. I had to sing.
I had to watch it.
Wow.
You and 4,000 others.
That's true.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I got stuck up there singing. And you got married that day.
Mm-hmm. I did.
You sure enough did.
I thought we were going to have a revival.
We did.
It was supposed to be a wedding, it turned into a revival.
See there, you could have went to that concert and it wouldn't have been bad. Except, well, somewhere about 3/4 of the way, somebody was touching each other's lips and it was really bad. And then they left together like, uh-oh, what's the
Came
matter?
back here.
Just smile, your teeth is in my mouth. And they've been married ever since.
Yep. Teeth and all.
So just be aware that this song was requested by a lady in the front row who told me that if I don't sing it, she was going to say something bad about me in public anyway. So that's okay. For a man with no breath, you're trying to kill me. As I got on a city bus and found a vacant seat, thought I saw my future bride walking up the street. I hollered to the driver, hey conductor, you must slow down, I think I see her, please let me off this bus. Nadine, honey, is that you? Well, Nadine, honey, is that you? Seems like every time I catch you with you, you got something else to do. I saw her from the corner when she turned and doubled back, started walking toward her coffee-colored Cadillac. I was pushing through the crowd, trying to get where she was at, and I was campaign shouting like a southern diplomat. Nadine, honey, is that you? Well, Nadine, honey, is that you? Seems like every time I catch you with you, you got something else to do. Well, downtown searching for her, looking all around, I saw her getting to a cab heading uptown. I caught a loaded taxi, paid up everybody's tab, flipped a $20 bill and said, catch that yellow cab. Nadine, honey, is that you? Well, Nadine, honey, is that you? Seems like every time I catch you with you, you got something else to do. Well, she moves around like a wayward summer breeze. Go, driver, go on, catch it for me, please. Moving through the traffic like a mounted cavalier, leaning out the window, trying to make her hear. Nadine, honey, is that you? Well, Nadine, honey, is that you? Seems like every time I catch you with you, you got something else to do. Well, Nadine, honey, Dean. Honey, is that you? Seems like every time I catch you with you got something else to do. Seems like every time I catch you with you got something else to do.
Honey, is that you?
Trying to kill me.
Chuck Berry.
Trying to kill me, yeah. Wah. I went from love songs, addiction songs, to chasing a girl around town. Ramblin' Rita, don't talk about her. She took everything I had and left.
Typical.
She became a pot lady. Man, my fans, I'm sorry, John.
It's all right.
They'll be moving to your state soon.
To Oregon.
Yeah, my organ. Nice. It's like thunder with strings.
We tune because we care.
We thank you.
Yes. It's hard enough to sing when the guitar's tuned. You know, it's like, well, what note do I pick? Okay, this is a song I wrote in 2012.
You should have bought a banjo.
Yeah. When I drive to gigs, I take a bunch of guitars because I have so many weird tunings, and the neck starts going whoa. So it's a song about the dreams we have when we're young, and as we grow up, sometimes they get buried because of life, and but they never really go away, and so you can always go back and readdress them one day. And it was funny, I had another one of these moments. I was at playing in Ossining, New York, and played this song in the set, and you know, I am totally aware that the majority of my audience is of the mature age. And that's,
Old.
Well, mature.
Old.
True. But where
Your audience had expendable income. Just say that.
They did. No.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's the people who are from the era of music, and they still want to hear it. So rarely are there young people at gigs. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you bringing your parents with you or your grandparents. So I did the set, and Richie Frey was getting ready to come on, and some young girl comes down, and she's probably in her 20s. And she was crying. I go, what's the matter? And she goes, when you played this song, it's the first time music ever made me cry. And I thought, wow, first of all, it's such a cool thing to hear. And I'm thinking, why would this young girl, why would she be touched by Grandpa on stage singing this song and about dreams and life? But it did, and it was one of those great moments. So she bought the CD, which was she didn't know what to do with it, though. So she downloaded the record later. She loved the picture, though.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, it goes like this. I've been looking for a reason to rise each day. Something worth believing to get me on my way. Try to find some inspiration day and night. Trying so hard to keep from wasting this part of my life. Then a momentary but extraordinary thought came also very strong to me, that I might try digging up some dreams that I had buried when I gave up on dreams. When I gave up on dreams. Spent a lot of time chasing that elusive dream career. I was always racing to get richer every year. Dreams about the legacy I'd leave this world were right beside the dream about a true and perfect girl. She'd be a luminary, and someday we would marry, and her light would carry me for years. And that dream came true until the day she slipped away. Then, well, I gave up on dreams. The only dreams I had worth dreaming were with that woman by my side. I thought if I gave up on dreams, my heart could run away and hide. I've been looking for a reason to rise up each day, something worth believing to get me on my way. Funny that it shined a light subconsciously, 'cause she appeared in a dream last night and said to me, oh my love, don't give up on dreams, just because it seems you're all alone and I'm not there. Since our only time together's when you're dreaming, well, don't give up on dreams. Don't give up on dreams.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like how you ended that last note.
Thanks.
I love that. I love that low tone. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good pickup system, and it's
Oh,
K&K, and they're from Oregon.
Oh
They
yeah.
make it very eclectic stuff, and I like this a lot.
Wow.
What tuning are you in?
Well, it's drop D, G raised to an A, and the B lowered to an A.
Have you got that?
Do you?
It's just
A?
open. It's open D. It's just open fifths. It's a really cool tuning. I
Yeah.
first saw it. I was down in at Kerrville, and there was a guy playing all these open tuning things. They're tuned down to C. And the guitar sounded so rich, man, with that C on the
I
bottom.
bet.
And it's just open fifths. There's no, and you create the minors or the majors with the vocal. The vocal makes the third or the minor third, and so I started tuning my guitar down to C just to try to be inspired to write stuff. And the only thing is, these strings when they go down to C, they're pretty
Oh,
loose.
yeah.
So I bought a Martin baritone guitar, which is
Ooh.
really long scale neck, huge body,
Mm-hmm.
and the low E is a 72 size.
Oh
This
yes.
is a pretty big string. I think they have the.
It's a larger dreadnought.
It's
Yes.
like cable.
Yeah.
It's like and it's such a great sounding guitar because you hit that low C, and it's like when you hit that left hand on the piano, that extra little low octave thing.
Oh,
is
yeah,
there.
I
It's
love those.
fabulous.
Wow.
Yeah. So I love open because when you play by yourself, the open stuff makes it almost sound like there's two guitars sometimes because there's so many really cool
Oh
overtones.
wow. Yeah. The dynamics of it.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, it might bring on some songs, you know?
Sure does.
Every time you change your tuning or go up or down,
I'm on a fast moving freight train when I do concerts.
He only writes songs in B flat.
I'm on a fast freight train when I'm on a concert, you know, and I've got all these guys, 8 people up there, and they're like, they know it probably better than I do, my own songs. And there is no out of tune. There is no time to tune. So I have to have the right strings and the right guitar, or I will be killed backstage. Like, why were you so off when we were so good? I'm like, I'm sorry.
Used to be so much better.
No,
What happened?
I love that though.
Well, that's
how
good.
low is that low C from off of middle C? How many octaves down?
I think it would be 1 octave down because, yeah, it is 1 octave down.
Okay.
It's so cool though. But you know the thing about Nashville music, you know, because I remember my dad was in country music, and the background guys back in those days didn't move.
No.
They never moved because they were taken away from the stars
Right.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't have a lot of talking in between and never tuning. I guess they just had those guitars that were always in tune.
Yeah.
I want to get that guitar. That'd be fun to
Yeah,
have.
that happened.
I think they just soldered the strings on there.
I know it. Yeah, I know it.
That ain't moving.
Well, you know, this particular guitar, the Yari Alvarez, there's been several times I've picked it up in hot or cold, it doesn't matter, in all the travel and all the miles, and it will be in tune.
That's great.
Man, that irritates me. It's like, it does. It's like, I don't trust you. Well, how can you be in tune after
Yeah.
being in a hot car or a hot buzz, you know?
Usually it changes.
Really well made.
The pot lady speaking. You stay with me now. Whew. Anyway, so y'all cut that out. Y'all need to get a room. Security, there's people in the dark. Connor, don't look.
It's educational, look.
There's birds and bees. These are eagles and frogs.
It's Mrs. Eagle and Mr.
And John, I'm sorry, our state doesn't normally do that around kids, but lately we've been very kind of mixed up, you know. So you never know what you're going to get into. So my friend Connor back there, I'm trying to make it to where everything is child friendly.
Oh, you threw that out the window a long time ago.
I know.
That bus.
I'm sorry.
Connor will never be the same.
You worked his mind forever.
I'm sorry, Connor. Block everything out that you've heard. It's what a judge says to a jury when they don't like something. Jury, you will not accept what you just heard. And they'll go, okay, fine, and they'll still find me guilty. Yeah, that worked really good. Anyway,
You're in the same league as Greg Wentfield. who
Greg.
corrupts minds of young children.
I know it. Yes. We don't normally have pedophiles up on the stage here, but close your ears, Connor. I told you I'd wink at you when it was going to be bad, but I've got this twitch, so everything's. He's like, well, I don't know, Alan. I've been doing this every time you twitched. Now he's got neck problems, you know. Poor
Whiplash.
thing. Anyway, here's the song I wrote not too long ago, and second to the last of my songs tonight, but I want to share it with you. It's called Good Country Lovin', and I will say I have never, in all of my 43 years of being on stage, have I ever had a keyboardist in my band. I've played the Grand Ole Opry, and they still said, so you don't want no, don't. So this last concert that I did, I got blown away by a keyboardist who is one of the top names in the state. And my bass player says, I'm bringing him. He said, I'm bringing him, Alan. I said, okay, Rod, fine. And he showed up. And he's like, Alan, hi. Hi, David. Stop it. He did. So he puts his keyboard up, right? And he's got a black felt cowboy hat. Now, my showmen wear rhinestone nudie suits. And none of us wear hats. We all fix our hair, you know. And that's the way it's traditionally been with the mountain showman and myself. And so he says, Alan, I bought a black felt hat tonight. I'm wearing it while I play keyboard. And I said, yes, sir, you can wear your hat, sir. I said, man. And the guys were like, I said in the back of my mind, because you won't be here more than once. Alan doesn't have a keyboard, and as soon as I give in to this one time, we're done, buddy. So I started this song out during sound check because it's one of my originals. I said, there's no way he's gonna butcher it.
Made a liar out of you, didn't he?
It changed my. Okay, I'm eating crow. It does taste like chicken. And all Jim, Felicia, and they're all like, my jaw was. He started playing. He said, "Alan, let me kick this off for you." And it was the most beautiful I've ever heard a song played in all my years on stage. And I was like, and my lead player Fred was going, "You've been missing out, boy." And I said, "Wow." So anyway, when I play this song now, it's so empty without that. But I'll do my best. But anyway, David Bratton, if you're listening out there. Wow. Anyway, so this is called Good Country Lovin'. It's a long trip out there to Vegas. Not sure if you want to see me. If you need some good country lovin', that's where I'll be. You ran away to find you a good life. Couldn't stand the sight of this place or me. You got tired of living in the country, so you packed up your bags to leave. Thought that I could go home without you, live my life in its usual way. But your memory keeps haunting me day after day. So if you need some good country loving and this cowboy to hold you tight, if you need some good country loving, I'll be there tonight. You ran away to find you a good life. Couldn't stand the sight of this place or me. You got tired of living in the country, so you packed up your bags to leave. Thought that I could go home without you, live my life in its usual way. But your memory keeps haunting me day after day. So if you need some good country loving and this cowboy to hold you tight, if you need some good country loving, I'll be there tonight. So if you need some good country loving and this cowboy to hold you tight, if you need some good country loving, I'll be there tonight. If you need some good country loving, I'll be there tonight. Yeah, I don't know, Todd.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
So
Like
the
I
keyboard player, he really enhanced the.
Oh, he made it beautiful. He made me just, yeah.
When there's guys that are that good, it's just you have to just let them play, man. And they never get in the way.
I went back to the dressing room. I was like, really? And my lead player, Fred, he goes, well, Alan, you were worried about it, a couple of new guys. I'm like, yeah, I'm scared to death. He said, not anymore, you're not. And I said, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he came walking into the show and scared us to death because he said he was there to see Alan. And he had on a cop suit.
Oh.
And Lydia and I looked at each other and I was like, what's Alan done?
That's funny.
Yeah, during the day, he's a Fort Worth police officer on a motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
Or sickle motor.
Cycle.
Cycle motor. Anyway, he's got some funny ass boots on. The kind that, always pulling over pot lady.
Riding a motorcycle.
Yeah, right. He said, I'm looking for Alan Hurt. I'm like, I'm sorry, but he passed away last Monday. It was horrible. He just went out on us. Love him though.
Okay, so I guess this will be my last one. If that was your second to the last,
Yep.
I'm a little tired. We've been playing a long time.
I know, but you know what? You're still good.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's getting close to that edge. I'm telling you. In that spot where you just
And
back
we're
up.
still listening.
Yep.
Yeah, you haven't left yet. That's a good sign.
She's on pod.
It's okay. Maybe I should be too.
Yes, yes.
It's funny. I mean, God, when I was a kid, we really smoked a lot of pot. Yeah, it was just that time. And all we did was but it was productive pot. No, you know the kind. We'd smoke pot, and I'm not encouraging you to smoke pot because I don't smoke pot. I haven't smoked
Connor?
pot in 40 years. But they made me do it one time, and no, what we lived in a band house, and we had a lot of pot there. But it was productive pot because we would smoke the pot, and we'd sit in the room and just do arrangements. It was great. It was great. So it was very
Would
productive.
you quit? Because my damn eye is hurting. Connor, please omit everything you've heard for the last 30 seconds. Or was it 40?
But that was not the kind of pot they have today, I hear.
There's the kind they sell to put plants in, too.
Yeah, they do.
Thank God, Connor.
So it was productive pot. But it got to the point where when it wasn't productive anymore, I stopped, and I haven't smoked since. And it's really weird to be in a state where you can walk in a store, say, "What kind of pot would you like, John?"
Wow.
And I haven't done that yet. I just want to go in there just to see.
Good
It's,
man. Proud of you.
And I figured it'd be like the old head shops, hey dude, man, what do you need, man? It's nothing like Cheech and Chong. There's a guy in a white jacket. Can I help you, sir? It's like, wow, am I in the right place?
It was at dinner. Okay, yeah.
Hmm?
You ever been to Amsterdam?
I have not.
This guy sitting there and he goes, this is the only place in the world where you walk in, plop down,
3 years.
plop
I
down
was
your
there about
visa,
35
order
minutes and I
beer,
found one
a
in the
bowl of
store.
Turkish hash, and it comes with a little pipe of smoke. Sit down.
A
do
kit.
all three.
A
No place
kit.
in the world you can do that.
Amsterdam.
Hamsterdam.
Wow. Wow, what the hell?
Sorry,
It
Connor.
was productive hash, though, right?
Turkish hash.
Made you fall asleep just fine. Anyway, so I'm gonna do one more song here for you. Then I'm
Gonna go smoke.
gonna try to get some sleep. No, I don't think so.
I'm proud of you, John.
Thank you. So this is a song I wrote in I think it was whenever the big crash was, 2008. Really a terrible time. And but we've recovered, and it's great that the country is so stable now.
Right.
So it's a really weird thing to live this long and see the I saw Bobby Kennedy being shot, I saw Martin Luther King being shot, I saw John Kennedy being shot. So we grew up with those times, and I think because of social media now, the world's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy. And it's like
Facebook
one
kills
blow
me.
up, then it's gone. Another blow up, and it's gone. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I have no idea. That has nothing to do with the song, but it was 2008 when I thought the world was coming to an end, and we had a home in Los Angeles, and my wife was so concerned about us possibly losing the home, and not that I could do much about it. I was up in some town on the border of Canada and Washington. And so here we are, the country's, the stock market's going $800 to $1,200 or 1,200 points a day. And I do my first gig where I was recommended, this guy goes, hey, you got to go there. Tuesday nights here are fantastic. I drew 40 people and sold 30 CDs, which I knew probably meant 15 came and he sold 2 CDs. But he was enhancing the gig. So I go to this gig, and it's the first gig I ever did where no one came. No one came. I thought, well, this is great. Yeah, Tuesdays are fantastic here. So I sang for some beer, and that was about it. So I was anxious to get home, and so I wrote this song to my wife, and just to kind of calm her fears about what's important in life. And at the time, my 20-year-old sons were still living with us, and even though we dropped hints about there are actually places you can go live where your parents don't live too. And, yeah, they weren't. We'd leave, these classifieds on the table, but they loved it at our home. So anyway, I wrote a little verse to them as well, and all ended up well because now we have 2 beautiful grandchildren, and where we moved in Oregon, because our sons have moved in and out of our home quite a few times. So we moved into a 55 and over neighborhood. It's worked out just great. So anyway, thanks for coming tonight, and thank you guys for having us here. It's been fun, and so we're doing our encore now. So this is called "What Do You Got?" My girl worries that the worst is coming. How can we live on next to nothing? Well, she's busy stretching out every dollar. So no more gourmet coffee or bottled water. And I'm telling her, what do you got when the well runs dry? What do you got when you can't get by? What do you got when the mortgage rises unaccountably? Oh, what do you got when the cupboard's bare? What do you got in the Frigidaire? What do you got when there's nothing there? Well, you got me. Ain't that enough? You got me. Well, my kids focus too much on pleasure. They think Dad's sitting on a buried treasure. Well, I got a message that might surprise them. When their old man can't subsidize them. And I'm telling them, what do you got when the checks all bounce? What do you got, kid, that really counts? What do you got when the banks announce you're a liability? Oh, what do you got when you're overdrawn? What do you got when your credit's gone? What do you got that keeps hanging on? Well, you got me. Ain't that enough? You got me. Guess I made a promise back when she was 23 that I'd be there to answer every call. And even though I couldn't see that there'd be times like these, I have learned what to say. It's been my way to say, oh, What do you got when your credit's gone? What do you got that keeps hanging on for eternity? Oh, what do you got when it's all a mess? What do you got now that's not worth less? What do you got that can't repossess? You got me. Oh, what do you got when it turns pitch black? What do you got when there's no Prozac? What do you got when you ain't got Jack? Can't you see? Oh, what do you got when your dreams get squashed? What do you got when your wires get crossed? What do you got now that won't get lost? You got me. Ain't that enough? You got me. Woo. Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you, thank you.
Everybody gets that song.
I think so.
Everybody's been there.
Wow.
You know, the funny thing was, I was at the Live Oak Festival, and I don't want to take up your time.
Go ahead, please.
But it was in Santa Barbara, and I was really thrilled that I got asked to play at this place, and they go, "Yeah, you got a really great slot, man, 8 o'clock." And I go, "Oh, that's great." And they said a.m. I go, "Well, no, wait. What's great about a.m.?" He goes, "No, it's 8 o'clock a.m. is fantastic." I'm going, "Well, I wonder who canceled." So, yeah. So I go there. I was, and I got a hotel, and I was singing really early in the morning. So, so what happens is they broadcast it over the radio, so people in their camps, because people are camped all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
If they like you, they come listen to you. If they don't, they stay in their camp.
Oh.
So I started. It was about 75 people there, and I started singing, and then you could see people like running in their robes over to the place because they really liked me. So it was all these people running with their coffee and then their pajamas and everything. It was very, very loose. So anyway, I finished the set with "What do you got?" When I said "You got me," the place completely erupted laughing. I go, "Well, it really wasn't that funny. I mean, it's kind
Wow.
of it was supposed to be funny, but
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to laugh quite that hard about it." Anyway,
Awesome. That's awesome.
but it's funny. You never know when you play a
It's like
tune,
Camp California instead of hotel.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Wow. Randy was there.
Oh, that's
It's
a-
a Live Oak Festival
Yeah, Live Oak in Santa Barbara. It's in May.
Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
And that's the state tree in Texas.
Oh, it's an incredible tree.
That's true.
And they said, "Man, you were so great. We're gonna have you back." And they never have.
You know what our state plant is here?
No.
Poison ivy.
You know what the state bird of Florida is? I found out. I was just down in Florida.
Crow.
Mosquito.
Really?
We got some about the size.
That's Alaska.
Ain't that the truth?
Right, they're as big as birds.
I think the biggest mosquitoes I ever saw were in Yellowstone.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Alaska.
Alaska, I've never been to Alaska. Yeah.
I beg all y'all's pardon. The biggest mosquitoes there is.
Hagerman.
Yeah, no. No, my third bus driver I've had all these years, Kent Pickerton. We stopped in Gulfport, Mississippi,
Oh shit.
to check fluids, and he said. So I always get up and come out with him because I like to watch I love him beating on those tires. He hates it when I mock him. He said, "They don't need you to beat on them too." I said, "But it's fun to do that." He goes, "Give me my damn hammer." I said, "Okay." Anyway, he says, "I want you to stay inside because when we get to Jacksonville, Florida, you don't need to be eat up because this place is full of mosquitoes. You have no idea, boy." I said, so anyway, I got bored and forgot about the rule he gave me. I said, "Well, I'm the boss here." So he's got the big thing open in the back, pulling out the dipsticks. That's how big they are. The dipsticks. Anyway, I go back there, and on his shoulder is this gigantic, looked like a bird. And it was a mosquito. And then there was 2 or 3 others hanging around. I thought, "Oh my God." So I hollered, I said, "Oh shoot." He says, "Get back in that bus." And we got back on the bus. He said, "I told you, them things can suck you dry." So I'm sitting on the couch, and we got all the way to past into Jacksonville, and he says, looking in the mirror back there, he said, "You still shocked about that?" He said, "You ain't been to Gulfport, Mississippi before." I said, "I don't want to go back." He said, "No, I-10 is all mosquito." I said, and then So my advice to anybody driving I-10 south of the United States, do not stop. Fill up in Lafayette and keep on driving. Keep your eyes wide open. If you see a trooper, keep on going. Lafayette, I'm sorry. Anyway, Connor, you can listen to this. Anyway, this next song, my last song I'm going to do, I wanted to take a moment to dedicate this song to a really close friend of mine that passed away, Jed Moore.
Well, I was just fixing to mention that because he was, he's going to play on our album too, and I know he's played on your stuff.
And Jed, this was Jed's favorite song. And I don't want to get teary-eyed, but anyway.
And he played here in January this year. And that's what, in June?
Mm-hmm.
No.
May, first of May.
I mean, just like such a shot.
I
think I called you.
I called you.
Okay.
His son called me. He said, Alan, and he broke it. Jed played. It's folk music like Ken Gaines and some others, but it was Irish, and it was so neat. And oh yeah, and he played some banjos, finger style, claw hammer style.
Yeah.
But if you ever get a chance, look him up, Jed Morum. He is so neat and eclectic in his own way, and he has come to so many of my shows through the years. He was playing in Springfield, Missouri, and I was playing in Branson, and his show got canceled one night, and one of my guys was saying, there's a guy named Jed backstage wants to see you really bad. I said, is he got suspenders on? I said, yeah, that's Jed. Came all the way to Branson, and I said, man, if there wasn't a producer involved, you'd be out there on that stage with me. It's so neat. Anyway, I'm going to do Appalachian Lover, and that was his favorite song. I met Jed at the Sons of Herman Hall in Dallas in 1992 or 94. Long time ago. And he stuck by my side all these years as a friend. And anytime we went to different rooms to jam, Jed was always there. And I want to say that Jed is one of the, because you're my second, Jed and you were the reason the song community in our Texas area became so important to me. Because Jed let me know that he'd been doing it so many years. And Randy had too. And I met Randy through the song cluster of writers, and we've been and we've had a good time, and I enjoy it. And if it wasn't just for songwriting and getting to play, it's still about the friendship, the camaraderie, and now I add this one as my part of my pot smoking camaraderie, and
It'll last longer.
it will, won't it? Anyways, so sorry, Connor. But anyway, I just wanted to dedicate this song to Jed, and
It's also my favorite album.
thanks. We've all had friends come and go, and I just can't believe he's gone. And
He's not.
no.
He's here.
He's here with us.
He's here right now. Feel it.
I'm waiting to hear from you. I'm hoping you tell me the truth. Will I be your loving man? Your Appalachian lover to be. I've watched many days turn into nights, waiting for a letter from you. I'm hoping you tell me the truth. Your Appalachian lover to be. Your Appalachian lover to be. Your Appalachian lover to be. Time keeps on passing by, but still I'm getting no reply. I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, your Appalachian lover, babe. Your Appalachian lover to be. Oh, your Appalachian lover. I'm waiting to hear from you. I'm hoping you'll tell me the truth. Will I be your loving man? Oh, your Appalachian lover, babe. Your Appalachian lover to be. Oh, your Appalachian lover to be. Your Appalachian lover to be. To be. Oh, your Appalachian lover. Thank you. Thank you. And John, it was a pleasure to meet you, and thanks for
Nice
letting me
meeting you,
get to play with you tonight.
It was fun.
Hope to see you again
Hope
sometime.
so.
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 See you again
Hope
sometime.
so.